That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, a couple of my favorite movies of the past bunch of years has been the Spider-Verse movies, Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. I love these. I think they are, with no apologies given, I think they are the single two best Spider-Man movies ever. All due respect to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, which I love. John Watts' Spider-Man movies, love them all. These are the two best Spider-Man movies ever made. And one of the big popular characters, by the way, I also loved the India Spider-Man. I loved him. But one of the big standout characters from Across the Spider-Verse was Spider-Punk. And now, today, this morning, Deadline put out this report. Spider-Punk animated feature from Daniel Kaluuya, who, of course, did the voice of Spider-Punk, and Ajahn Singh in development at Sony. Goes on to write the following. Sony Pictures Animations is in early development on a Spider-Punk animated feature from co-writers Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, and Ajahn Singh. Primetime, Deadline has learned. Plot details are under wraps, and there are no other details in place at this time. The natural assumption, of course, is that Kaluuya will reprise his role of Spider-Punk, which he played in 2023's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and will reprise again in the upcoming Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. All right. Assumptions are dangerous things and can often be wrong, but let's lay down some assumptions. Something's going to happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse that sets up, at least opens a door for Spider-Punk to have his own movie after that, which is great. Another assumption I take from this, again, could be totally wrong, because you know what they say about assuming, it makes an ass out of you and you, because it certainly doesn't of me, is that whatever the witch hex that has been on this franchise, that has absolutely refused to let it have any progress since Across the Spider-Verse came out. Because remember, we were supposed to have Beyond the Spider-Verse in theaters already. That they've got it figured out now. It feels like whatever the problems were, whatever the things that have held everything up and caused them so many delays and so many problems, it feels like them coming out and announcing another project tells me they've got those issues figured out. They've got their pipeline figured out. They've got their workflow figured out. And that's a good thing if that's the case. Listen, we're already getting a spinoff of Spider-Man Noir, live action nonetheless.
Live action.
With Nicolas Cage. I'm really looking forward to that. I really wouldn't mind at all seeing a Peter Porker and the Amazing Spider-Ham. With John Mulaney back to do the voice, I'd watch that. I'd watch the hell out of it. And again, I would watch one of the one from India. I'd watch that one too. But right up there has got to be Spider-Punk. Man, this character was so great in that movie. Also, Ben, what's Ben's last name? The clone Peter Parker, Ben. I can't remember. Oh, what's Ben's last name?
No.
Guys in the live chat. Ben Riley.
Ben Riley. Right.
The way Ben Riley was done in Across the Spider, I would totally watch a Ben Riley show too. But man, Spider-Punk has to be right up there for that. So, and you're getting the original guy who does the voice now developing. He's done a lot of stuff himself on a creative end. I love this news if they can actually bring it to fruition. We don't have to wait 6 years for it. Rob, you hear about this. What's your reaction to it?
Well, coming off of our K-pop Demon Hunters story, I bet I would like to hear some great music in this.
All
and
right.
lean into the musical element of it. I think it'd be, but the animation, like, dude, this really excites me. I mean, I love this idea. I love the character. I think that the potential for what you could do, how Into the Spider-Verse movies have pushed the style of animation. I love what they're doing. Like, can you imagine seeing an entire movie? I mean, maybe an entire movie would be too much, but that style, you could really do something great. This excites me. And I think that, again, it's going to depend on the script. I love the idea of what a soundtrack album for something like this could be. And I love the character. So, I mean, this is exactly what Sony should have been doing in the first place. You know?
I mean, listen, and I think the other thing that this speaks to, and again, this might be a bit of a stretch at this point. It might be. But remember the other day, we were talking about, Kevin Feige was asked about, hey, when you're going to bring Miles Morales over? And Kevin Feige said, I've been told we need to keep our hands off. I think Sony has pivoted their once 5, 6, 7 years ago vision of having a live action shared Spider-Verse, and is now maybe turning its attention to where it maybe should have been in the first place, to a shared Miles verse. You can have, because again, with Noir, with Penny Parker, with Gwen,
Spider-Gwen,
and all the variants from the Spider-Verse, you can have your own thriving cinematic animated universe, and they ain't ever going to let Marvel touch Miles.
right?
At this point, this might be the first indication that they're going to start to play around with the idea of, can we go full blown with the animated side? Because
And live action. I mean, if Spider-Man Noir comes out well, they could sky's the limit. You know, and what's interesting is they could if they focus on these spider characters, they can maybe reinvent some of the villains that they've nerfed.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. And they should have done why you had all these spider villains without the spider people. You know, and they don't have to be villains necessarily to fight Peter Parker. I think it's really interesting. I think this is a really great move. It's really exciting, and it focuses on it solves their problem of having Spider-Men to be the focus of the story. You know, we'd watch a Spider-Gwen movie, but I mean, they never, in all these other Spider-Villain films, Spider-Man was absent, which always felt weird, like Craven, and it was bizarre, but this solves that problem. And it gives you so many different variations of Spider-Man, which we already love. They've already established the characters in universe.
I will say this, though. If you drop Spider-Man in Craven, it does not save that movie.
Well, no.
I'll say that.
I'm not saying that it
But
did.
in the universe itself.
But yeah, I'm talking about, like, yeah. I mean.
All right, guys. The question is for you. What do you think about this? So we finally recently did actually get some real movement on Beyond the Spider-Verse, and it's now got a new release date. But it sounds like after that, they're working on giving us a Spider-Punk movie. I like not just that for its own sake, but I like what it could indicate about what the future of that whole cinematic animated universe could be. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.